Okay, I was right. John Wick is still number one, but today we'll be looking for a very obscure movie called Men in Black International. Of course, as you all know, today is the day when Men in Black International comes out on Blu-ray. Yes, this terrible movie that no one bothered to go see. We'll be doing the same thing with Dark Phoenix. This is a movie that nobody really likes. Okay, this movie is terrible. It's garbage. Easily the worst Men in Black movie ever made. Um, and that's basically it about the critic and fan reaction to Man Black International. People thought it was terrible, and I kind of agree with them. And you look at Man Black International, so the Blu-ray comes out today, and of course we're going to be seeing if we can see the elusive, really awful Man Black International when it's coming out today on Blu-ray. So if you're one of the two people who want to go buy this movie on Blu-ray, you should be forgiven. This movie is completely terrible. See, if it says today is September 3rd, 2019, and we'll be seeing how poorly this movie is. And it's funny, there's people, I don't know who is willing to pay $25 to buy this movie. It's not even worth $5. It's worth nothing. Okay, so Man Back in Nashville is only at 4. And that's the standard Blu-ray. It's being beat by Avengers. A 1-month-old movie. It's only like 3 weeks old already, and Avengers is still beating. Still beating. It's funny how John Wick is beating Man in Black International. When Man in Black International is out, this is the release date, and it's only at 4. The 4K must be behind it, but Godzilla is outselling the 4K, and Avengers is the best selling. Actually, it's John Wick, but okay, so RoboCop is outselling. Freaking RoboCop is outselling it. Rocket Man is outselling the 4K. Apocalypse Now, the final cut. That's been out for a while now, and that's outselling it. Pets 2 is outselling it. Star Trek, its new trilogy, is outselling it. Big Kids is outselling it. Spider-Man Far From Home has a release date now if you want to buy it. And unlike Disney, you can buy it, you can get it with a DVD. Because you know that's how Disney is. Dark Phoenix is only at 16, but no one's going to buy that either. King of the Monsters, or even Captain Marvel's up here. Captain Marvel is outselling Man in Black International on 4K. You can see here Avatar, the complete series, and it's somewhere down here. Man Back International is being outsold by Ugly Dolls. Just remember that. Man Back International is being outsold by Ugly Dolls, a movie that nobody liked. And Ugly Dolls is only $14. Man Back International is a full-price movie. It is being outsold by a freaking kids movie. Let's just go see. Alita's like 2 months old away on Blu-ray. Rick and Morty Season 2. Alita's being pushed down by all the new releases. Same thing of this movie and Captain Marvel 4K. They're being pushed down by all these new releases because once the holiday comes around, a ton of whole new releases come out. That's just how it is. Alita's being pushed down by all these new releases. This movie is in the top 100 for some reason. But you can see there's a ton of new releases because the movies are, because they all know the holidays are coming around, and there's all these new releases coming out. Not this. This is not a new release. RoboCop is coming out with a re-release. Nobody likes this movie. Booksmart. No, that also came out today. Booksmart is actually selling pretty poorly. The critics are saying how great Booksmart was. Booksmart is being outsold by the how is like 9 years old now? No, 7 years old. It's like an 8-year-old collection of Harry Potter. That's also being outsold by Captain Marvel, another movie that nobody cares about. But I guess more people care about Captain Marvel than Booksmart. And does Booksmart come with a 4K version? No, it doesn't, because it doesn't have a 4K version. Because who would want to watch such a terrible movie in 4K? And let's just look at movies and TV. Let's see how. Oh, it's okay. Yellowstone season 1. That's a TV show. John Wick is still number 1. It's number 5 is still John Wick. Okay, so on the DVDs, Descendants 3, a movie that nobody has heard of before, is outselling Men in Black. You seen this here? Nobody even. I don't think even anybody had it. Nobody really talks about Descendants, and it's outselling Man in Black International. Pets 2 is outselling Man in Black International. If you don't know that, it's outselling Back International. And the 4K must be much lower on the list. Okay, much lower. There's a ton of new releases coming out. Yeah, like last week, there's been 3 major releases last week alone. Godzilla is outselling it too. Man Back International. That's DVD. The DVD is being outsold by Godzilla again. It's also being outsold by Rocketman. Yes, freaking Rocketman is outselling Man Back International. Yeah, Rocketman's like 2 weeks old. It's outselling Man Back International on Amazon. Pikachu, Spider-Man Far From Home, War Room. That's an old movie. That's a movie. That is a very popular movie among religious people. Oh yes, Ma is outselling Man Back International. Yes, Ma is outselling it. Don't forget that Booksmart is still outselling it, and Booksmart is not even selling well on DVD either. Booksmart is being outsold by The Office, the whole complete series. I have not seen any episode of The Office, but The Office is a pretty old, I think it's pretty old, TV series. And the thing is, you can stream Office on like Netflix or something, and it's outselling a new movie. Booksmart is being outsold by a TV show that I can easily stream on Netflix. Because I think The Office is on Netflix. Man Back International, nobody is even buying it. This is first week, too. This is the day the movie comes out, and it's not #1. That is very rare for a movie. Well, the same thing happened to Captain Marvel. The same exact thing happened to Captain Marvel, too. Nobody bought Captain Marvel. It's different, like, Godzilla took #1 after a few days. But that was because it was trying to compete against Endgame. It was trying to dethrone Endgame, which was like the biggest movie of the year. But Man Back International can't even beat movies that are not even out yet. That's sad. It's just sad. John Wick is coming out next week, and Man Back International can't even beat. It can't even. It's barely in the top 10 if you include DVDs. It's barely in the top 10. It's barely in the top 5 either. Avengers is outselling it. Blu-ray, and John Wick, the both Blu-ray and 4K. And I won't be surprised if Man Back International just slips down and is not seen again. Same thing with Dark Phoenix. Dark Phoenix is actually coming out on the same day as Aladdin. Of course, you won't see Dark Phoenix, Aladdin here because Disney does not put the movies on Amazon for some stupid reason. Tell that to Disney, not me. It's Disney's problem. Dark Phoenix, yeah, Dark Phoenix is doing poorly here. Dark Phoenix is not out yet, but Dark Phoenix is being outsold by Hocus Pocus, an old movie. An old movie. Oh yeah, and also, Avengers Infinity War DVD is outselling, Dark Phoenix, a new movie. It's just always funny to see these old movies outselling new movies. It's just always funny to see. But if you go on Blu-ray, Amazon Video, that's a different one. They include rentals. But both movies are already available on YouTube. So if you go on YouTube Movies, if you go on YouTube Movies, these are pre-orders, so these don't count. You can pre-order all of these movies. Yes, you can pre-order the terrible Lion King remake. But these are new releases. Okay, so what are the best-selling new releases? We gotta know what, so the top-selling new releases are X-Men Dark Phoenix and Man Back. Oh, it's different here. But Man Back International is all the way up for rental. That's how poorly Man Back International is doing. It's all the way up for rental. Dark Phoenix probably just came out like today or something. Also, no one, I'm surprised that they're up here, but that's a rental here. Captain Marvel, a waste of money. No one's buying. It's being outsold by A Dog's Journey. It's being outsold by A Dog's Journey. That's how poorly Captain Marvel is selling. But Captain Marvel is like a 3-month-old movie. And that's the funny thing. Captain Marvel is outselling Man Back International in 4K. And that's only new releases. That is top selling movies. That's new releases. So that's probably new releases in order. No, this is top selling movies. You see, there's no Man Back International here, and there's no Dark Phoenix here because no one is buying those movies. Okay, I think that's probably released it in order. Now, look at here. There's Avengers is still number one. Godzilla, it's because it's a new movie. John Wick, and Pikachu. Dragon Ball is outselling Man Back International, and Dark Phoenix is nowhere to be seen. And that's basically about X-Men, and Man Back International is being outsold by Dragon Ball. It's also being outsold by Brightburn and Rocketman, but it has been out on digital for a few months already. Dark Phoenix just came out and it's nowhere to be seen. Dark Phoenix is nowhere to be seen because no one bought the movie. Dark Phoenix is nowhere to be seen. Alita is outselling Man Back International. Despite Alita coming out at the beginning of July on digital, Man Back International, it just came out and no one's buying it. No one's buying it. Man Back International is a complete flop.